Thank you for staying with us. Now let's get the show started. Nigeria in recent times has witnessed an unprecedented level of insecurity in several parts of the country. This has made national security threat to be a major issue for government and the people, and has prompted a huge allocation of the national budget. Even at that, the country still remains insecure. We wake up every day and we hear of killings in different parts of the country, and yet we hear that a lot is being done about it. So how come
then we see
the situation
in terms of results,
or not remained the way it is? It's getting worse, it seems, where people are being killed now in churches, Catholic priests are being killed. So what is going on? We have two security experts in the House who are going to help us analyze this so that we can begin to look at what we should be doing even as individuals. It's my pleasure to welcome Colonel Yomi Dare. Good morning.
Good morning.
Retired Colonel.
Retired, yes, but not tired.
Not tired.
Good morning, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
And we have Honor Ekhomu. Of course, we would have an Ekhomu with us in the studio. Good morning, Honor.
Good morning, Yomi.
Good morning.
Yes, let me start with the retired Colonel, because the Army is very involved in all this we're talking about. When you wake up every morning and hear the numbers, now it looks like the theater has moved from the northeast to Benue State. So you wake up every day and you hear the numbers, people being killed on a daily basis, and they tell us it is herdsmen. What are your thoughts?
Thank you very much, Alero. Just like you have expressed, personally, I am also really grieved by this sad narrative, this sad situation. I said it here in this studio, but not this forum, that whether we like it or not, the sad reality is that terrorism has come to stay. And all we need to do is to learn consciously how to manage this situation. But that is not to say that the formal apparatuses of government should not rise to this occasion. I do note that as we speak, because then too it was a Benue issue that came to fore and that we're discussing here. It is really sad. One thing I want to put on table is that, like we all know, generally we say in the security parlance, that security is everybody's business. It's not for the military alone. If you look at the population of our country, every day we are growing by the numbers. Once upon a time in this country, we had just 2 battalions. But today, we have not less than 8 divisions and still counting. As we speak, there's a presence in Benue for the military. And just this morning, I heard in the news that one Yaya, somebody who is one of these strong Boko Haram kingpins, has been arrested by the military. And he has played, a very prominent role in the recent carnage in Benue.
Yeah,
so to me, that is a welcome development.
Just a moment.
Yes, please.
You have implied that there were only 2 divisions earlier, and now there are about 8 battalions.
Not battalions.
I'm sorry, divisions.
Divisions.
8 divisions now.
Yes.
Does this therefore imply that the military has more men than it used to have? And should we then conclude that we should be seeing better security?
That is absolutely correct. But again, what I'm trying to say here when I mention these numbers is to say that, look, back, say, about 2 decades ago or 3 decades ago that the population of our country and the challenges, the security challenges, is not as it is today. And don't also forget that there are so many fronts. We have the Northeast front, we have crisis in the Northeast, we have crisis in South-South, we have crises all over. And honestly, you don't have to be in the military, and you don't really have to be sane to realize, to accept that the military alone cannot even man this country. So everyone must get involved. We must queue in.
The military alone can't do it. Yes. We all know that. It's our business. Security should be our business.
Everybody's business.
Mr. Ekhomu, he's mentioned that, and we all know that there's a heavy presence of security operatives in Benue State. Yet, these people go into villages, go into, where people are, and kill and get away. What could be wrong? If we have security men all around, yet these herdsmen or whoever they are will still go in and kill people, what could be wrong?
It's like they are spirits. They get in, kill, and they get away.
Yes, it gives that appearance. Look, let me try to paint a picture here. At least what I have seen, what I've investigated, what I'm familiar with firsthand as a security person. Now, when you see Benue State, let's say, for example, or any other state, you look at metropolitan areas. You look at metropolis, you look at Boko, Makurdi, the big towns, Otukbo. You look at those towns. Well, more recently, in fact, last month, we had an incursion into Makurdi, as it were, by these same herders. They went into a suburban community and burnt it down and chased away the residents. But that's another story. Let's leave that. So what is wrong, like Ms. Yomi asked, is that the security architecture, there's a problem there. First of all, we concentrate our policing resources, security. That's, when I say police, I mean like the soldiers in this case, they are acting as police personnel. So we concentrate our policing resources in the urban areas, in the visible areas, along the highways. These guys don't pass highways. That's why you...
We'll just take a quick break. When we come back, you continue in that line of thought.